awesome countdown. All right, what is going on? It's Monday night. This is going Spork Deep with Solo Scott tonight. Next week's guest will be Abu Nas. So if you're new here, please subscribe. Usually about 30% of people that watch this are not subscribed. So please subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. There's about 4 people watching right now because I usually don't do Monday shows, but I am for now on. So I hope everybody's having a good night. I see Cody Guys out there. I see small-time Republics out there, and maybe a couple more. I'm not used to not having a lot of people. Culture is here. Volume is a bit low. All right, volume. My volume? I'll go up on it. I don't know. I'm not used to not hearing other people, so what are you going to do? I hope everybody is good, though. So we're going to be talking about Joe Rogan tonight with Spotify. Is Spotify starting to shake and quiver? Is cancel culture working? I don't think so. Rumble is offering them up, trying to win them over if they get rid of them. So that's a beautiful thing. For me, I don't think Spotify, they're all in. A lot of people think they're going to fold, but to me, I think they're all in. They seem to, they're fighting the 60s. Okay. You got Neil Young, Joni Mitchell, next you're going to see Art Garfunkel or something. I don't know. But I think they're in for the long haul. They've lost, I want to say their shares went from about 60 bill to about 32, someone told me. I don't know if that is actually true or I'm just making that up. So look at it yourself. But why get rid of Joe Rogan? He's the one that wins. You get rid of Joe Rogan, even though they have deleted, but I have heard from sources, not mine, but sources, say that Rogan approved a lot of those. Not every single one of them had the N-word, though. Some were talking about Saudi Arabia, the Middle East, Afghanistan, our government. So we'll talk about that tonight. We're also going to talk about some truckers, the Freedom Convoy. They don't want us talking about it anywhere. But you know what? It needs to be talked about. These guys are not, in my view, in mine, they're not terrorists. They're not racists. They're not Islamophobes. They're not sexist, but they've been called all those things. And 7 people have been arrested for bringing them fuel, which I find pretty funny. Bringing them fuel. You might hear my pump right now kicking on. Sorry about that. So also we have sales for Woke Superman dropping. So we know that Superman is not doing too well since they got rid of Clark Kent, had Jonathan Kent go all bi or gay. It's not working. We're also going to talk about nostalgia bait, the new Luke Skywalker and all that stuff. We are going to have spoilers for the Book of Mandalorian Fett. So sorry if you haven't watched it or you plan on watching it, but there will be spoilers for that. And also George Lucas giving you the best case against CGI Luke. And we'll talk about that a little bit too, and whatever you guys want to talk about. So we have people coming in. So yes, thank you. My volume is doing better, but we do have cultures here. We got Bashy Washy saying, do we tell him that the volume is down or let him talk for a bit? I'll talk. I always talk. Thank you. Small Time Republic is here. Tina, both are channel members and they are awesome. Marby Dog is here saying hello. We got Mark. What is Mark up to? Mr. Batsu. Remember Rogan says he wasn't going to be censored by Spotify. How's that going, Joe? I fully commit to what you're saying right there. Okay. Once you start giving an inch, and Rogan has said this himself, they want you to commit to just even the smallest bit of censorship. And then what do? They add from there because now they know they got you. Did Joe, if you heard those shows with the N-word, it's such a powerful word. I don't know any other word, at least in America, in the English language that has so much power. I think the slang for Jewish people might come close, but not in the same atmosphere, which is ridiculously scary. We gave so much power to a word, and I understand the history, but when he was using it, he was talking about Richard Pryor's album. He was talking about a Lenny Bruce skit. things like that. So should he have censored those? Should he have allowed Spotify to talk him into censoring them? I disagree. I don't think he should have, but he did. So let's see how far he'll let it go. Marby says, I need a mashup of every time Stern said the N-word. Right. Oh, wait. Horde is pro-jab. Never mind. Yeah. Stern is definitely pro-jab. Agree. Volume is low. I have to max everything out. I don't know. Is it better now, though? Yes, volume is extremely low. All right. So I'm going to try to bring it up a little bit more. We'll see if that's okay. Let's see what else we have. We're going to tell him 30 minutes into the volume. Marby, disinformation is becoming a big word. No. Yeah. Disinformation. Yes. Howard, not Horde. I got you on that one. To me, there's a difference between using the N-word and just saying the N-word. Quoting someone saying the N-word is very different than calling someone the N-word. I absolutely agree. So there was an executive. I don't know if you saw. You know what? Let's listen to what he said. Let me get that out. Hold on one second. I'm going to find that Instagram post with Rogan because I think it's important to hear it in his own words, how he described what was going on. So Joe Rogan. All right. Oh, Joe Rogan. Did you have Randall Carlson on recently? Oh, I got to check that one out. That's awesome. I love Randall Carlson. Do you know who Randall Carlson is? Let me know in the chat. The dude is awesome. Here we go. We're going to share that. Rogan. Boom. All right.
In this video to talk about the most regretful and shameful thing that I've ever had to talk about publicly. There's a video that's out that's a compilation of me saying the N-word. It's a video that's made of clips taken out of context of me of 12 years of conversations on my podcast, and it's all smushed together, and it looks fucking horrible, even to me. Now, I know that to most people, there's no context where a white person is ever allowed to say that word, never mind publicly on a podcast.
Okay, do you agree with that? I'd like to know, do people agree with that? Is there ever a publicly being able to use it? Now, I think Marby, was it Marby who said it? If you're using the word, like if I'm quoting, I don't know, Mark Twain, and he uses the word, or if I'm talking about a Lenny Bruce skit, or if I'm talking about Richard Pryor's album, I have to say N-word. I don't feel comfortable using the word personally, but I can understand that the word, like, let's put it in academic terms. If we're not talking about like a super uber duper liberal school, that will cancel you for saying my pronouns are none of your business. But can you use the word in scholastics, in, higher education, college? Could you use it discussing this Jim Crow laws, things of that nature? It's such a inflammatory word. It blows my mind how much power we've allowed that word to have. It's time for that word, I don't know, to die. But see, I'm a white dude. Like, who am I to say that? But then again, I'm a human being. I'm not racist. So who am I to say that? All right, let's see what else we got. Let's see what else he says.
And I agree with that now. I haven't said it in years, but for a long time
I hate when people, I haven't said it in years. Like that. I understand people grow, people change, but why do you even have to say that? Just, I said it in some podcasts. Go back if you want to listen to the context of it and tell me what you think.
I would bring that word up. Like if it would come up in conversation instead of saying the N-word, I would just say the word. I thought as long as it was in context, people would understand what I was doing. Like that context was part of the clip we were talking about Red Fox, how Red Fox said that word on television in the 1970s and how times have changed so much since then. Or about
have times changed so much since then? I believe they did for a while. We're going to have Abu Nas on next week. He was going to be on tonight's show, but we discussed it. He had some stuff going on, so we said, let's do next week so you could do a full episode with me. So have we come far? Because I felt like we were in the 90s. I think I feel like a broken record saying this, but like in the last 10 years, media, social media, the left, like they all decided like, let's bring back racism, like full board racism, not like a jerk who's a prejudiced prick or even like a loser that's a racist, but like everybody's racist. Everybody. Let's bring that back, baby. Like it's unbelievable. This is not, deep South 40s. In the 90s, we just decided, okay, let's judge you by your character. It blows my mind that we gave in. We allowed it to happen because we were all quiet. Like, this'll pass. I was one of those people. This'll pass. It wasn't until I started this YouTube channel where I was like, nah, I can't just sit back anymore because I don't want a country where my kids growing up being persecuted for the color of their skin. It's not right that we did it for, over a century and now we're just going to flip the script. It's okay that we could flip the script now to make it that, one group is, one group isn't. So now it's your turn. You know what I mean? Like, screw that. That's wrong.
About how Richard Pryor used it as one of the titles of one of his albums. Or I was quoting a Lenny Bruce bit, or I was quoting a Paul Mooney bit, or I was talking about how Quentin Tarantino used it repeatedly in Pulp Fiction, or I was talking about how a Netflix executive, ironically, used it because he was trying to compare it to another offensive word, and he said it out loud, and they fired him. Not calling anybody, or just saying the word out loud. I was also talking about how there's not another word like it in the entire English language because it's a word where only one group of people is allowed to use it, and they can use it in so many different ways. Like if a white person says that word, it's racist and toxic, but a black person can use it and it could be a punchline. It could be a term of endearment. It could be lyrics to a rap song.
I agree completely with him. And again, it's like I have to quantify it with, I'm a white dude, so who am I to say anything? But speech is speech. The term was used derogatory towards black people in, after the 60s, like the 70s, it was used derogatory. So a lot of black youth at the time decided to make the word their own. Take it. Sometimes they use the full word. Sometimes they drop the ER, add in an A, whatever. They used it like he's saying. But I think we've given that word too much power. It is one of the, like, to me, like, it should be a word that's up there with Nazi. But, like, we've used that word so much now that it means nothing. Everybody calls everybody a Yahtzee. Whatever, you're a Yahtzee, he's a Yahtzee. Oh, you're Jewish, you're still a Yahtzee. This is the one word we still, that has that, and for me, the C word for lady, no, never call her that. But in parts of the UK, they say it so well. It's the way they say, I wish I could say it. It's like hunts with a C though. You freaking hunts. I love that shit. I can never say it though. But in America, this word has more power than any. I mean, by far. And to me, the next word down is the derogatory term for a Jewish person. I think that word is terrible too. But should we give it that power? It is just a word, and we should not critique. Well, we can curtail speech ever. Am I using that right? Curtail? Yeah, right. Speech ever. There is no such thing as hate speech. It's just speech, like someone said up above. I completely wholeheartedly believe that. You could think the person's an idiot. You could freaking hate him for that, but I'd rather have them be able to say it so I know who's the asshole than not say it and it goes behind closed doors and then you never know who's the asshole.
It could be a positive affirmation. It's a very unusual word, but it's not my word to use. I'm well aware of that now, but for years I used it in that manner. I never used it to be racist because I'm not racist, but whenever you're in a situation where you have to say, I'm not racist, you fucked up. And I clearly have fucked up. And that's my intention to express myself in this video, to say, there's nothing I can do to take that back. I wish I could. Obviously, that's not possible. I do hope that, if anything, that this can be a teachable moment. Because I never thought it would ever be taken out of context and put in a video like that. And now that it is, holy shit, it looks bad.
I can't believe I've been muted that whole time. I am such an idiot. How long was that? Holy shit. What a boomer. Oh, you guys missed some really deep shit right there. That was like, I poured my soul out. Could I take a minute? Hold on, please. I don't even know what to say at the moment. Just, yeah. Okay, the first muted I see was at 7:50, so I talked for at least 5 minutes. I'm going to have to try to clip that somehow. Wow, that's embarrassing. That was awesome. Whoo, you guys are amazing who stuck around. I can't fucking believe I just did that. Holy shit. I am so far behind on the shit. Oh, man, what an idiot. Woo, was it 12 minutes? No, I think it was only like 6, but still, that's freaking embarrassing. Holy crap. Holy crap.
And it is a reminder, I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't. And so having said that, I want me some glory hole.
Wow, man. Thank you guys for sticking around. That was awesome. There we go. Okay, so at the 7:55. Okay, so 5 minutes. Probably a little longer. I'll say a little longer. An hour. That's a record. Yes, it is. It is. I can't freaking believe I just did that. Dude, if you guys heard what I was like, I was some deep shit. I went deep on the usage of words and culture and how it hurts and oh my God. Whew. That was good. Okay, let's just listen to Joe.
And it's part of also me doing this podcast for thousands of hours, thousands of episodes, over 12 years. I said a lot of fucking stupid shit, which is fine when you're talking about most things, but not when you're talking about race. And there's another clip that I have to address. There's a clip from 11 years ago. I was telling a story on the podcast about how me and my friend Tommy and his girlfriend, we got really high. We were in Philadelphia and we went to go see Planet of the Apes. And we didn't know where we were going. We just got dropped off by a cab and we got dropped off in this all black neighborhood. And I was trying to make the story entertaining. And I said, we got out and it was like we were in Africa. It's like we were in Planet of the Apes. I did not, nor would I ever say that black people are apes, but it sure fucking sounded like that. And I immediately afterwards said, that's a racist thing to say. Planet of the Apes wasn't even in Africa. I was just saying.
He's a comedian. He's a moron. And he says dumb shit sometimes. And yes, that was my I have a dream moment. God, man. Martin Luther would have been proud. Junior would have been proud. God, he would have been proud. That was like JFK. That was like Reagan, Mr. Gorbachev knocked down this wall. I kind of mixed up Kennedy with him a little bit. Don't ask what your country can do for you. Do what you get, whatever. God, I'm embarrassed. I can't even believe I did that. Gary would be. Could someone let Gary know I completely and utterly outboomered him ever? I can't imagine. All right, so let's get back to it. We're not going to listen. Well, actually, there's like a minute and 45. I haven't listened to this whole thing, so I do want to hear what he's saying at the end here.
There's a lot of black people there. But then I went on to talk about what a positive experience it was and how much fun it was to go to see this movie in a black neighborhood. It wasn't a racist story, but it sounded terrible. And like I said, you can have clunky stories about anything.
Okay, you want to hear a clunky story that I guess maybe someone could think is racist, but it's not? When I was in Boy Scouts, I'm an Eagle Scout, by the way. Anywho, when I was in Boy Scouts, we went to a thing called it was International Jamboree. So it was like kids from all around the world. But first, we stopped in D.C., and they thought it would be smart to have a group of toking white Boy Scout suburban kids stay at a youth hostel in one of the roughest sections of DC. And then they thought it would be smart to take us to the arcade. Not just a bunch of goofy white kids going to the arcade that were like 13, but in our Class A uniforms. And I don't know if we, like neckerchief, little green shorts with high socks. And we walked in and literally, if it was a record, it would have skipped. But they had one of those dope ass, it was like the first like video jukeboxes. Am I muted? Okay. Video jukeboxes I've ever seen. It was the coolest thing. And it was like my prerogative. I could do what I want to do. And we walked in there and I'll never forget this kid, Dan. Dan walked into the biggest man I have ever seen in my life at that time. And this dude stared him down. It was hilarious. We were the only white people in there and we were in Class A uniforms and we were terrified. And you know what? We had a ball. They all started kind of laughing at us, but then we were laughing with them and they were laughing with us, and people accepted one another. Even like in the worst section of DC, an all black arcade and white token kids in their Class A uniforms at the age of 13, and everyone else was like, felt like they were 20s. We had a great time and they were awesome. It's all about how you treat people. And I learned that at a very young age. It's how you treat people. You treat people good, it'll come back to you. You'll always meet somebody who's going to not like you just for who you are because their life sucks. You know what I mean? But the truth of the matter is, for the most part, if you treat somebody with respect, they are going to treat you with respect. I wish you guys heard that 5 minutes of that because it was better than what I just did. Yeah, total fucking dance off. That's what I'm talking. I got some moves. I got them. I don't move my feet really, but man, I used to have like that 90s shake going, you know, techno shit. I didn't do like the whole hand thing where people thought they were passing a glow ball. I don't know what the hell that was. But yeah, ecstasy always made me think I was a better dancer. I would never go to a black movie. I have also been to movies where majority black people, I don't think it's a black movie or black theater. I think inner city theaters are different than like suburban theaters. Cause when you're in the inner city at a theater, people don't give a shit. They are talking to the screen. White, black, Hispanic, I don't care who they are. Suburban, if someone even like coughs, people are staring them down. I've noticed that. Yeah, dance off. You stole the story from Animal House. No, but Otis might have been there. I am an Arrow of Light Cub Scout. Okay, so Arrow of Light. Oh yeah, Cub Scouts. You're right. See, I crossed over. I'm an Eagle Scout, but hey man, teach their own. I am one of those people that believe Boy Scouts should still be for just boys. Call me old fashioned, call me a sexist, but I think Boy Scouts is a place where young men learn from adult males, positive role models. I think Girl Scouts is all about pushing cookies, which my daughter's selling. If anybody wants a digital cookie, let me know. But I always thought that until I met her leaders, and they are awesome. And they really are helping. So why did you need Boy Scouts just to cross a barrier? I still don't understand that. It always bothered me. Do I dance like Britney Spears? Like Britney Spears now, not like 90s Britney Spears, but the one that came out of like house arrest. Have you seen that girl? If she, wants to go to a meeting, I'll totally take her. I feel like something's going on with that poor girl. I really do. I feel bad. I treat Mad like the peanut in the dump. He is not even a peanut, and he's like the corn. God. I jumped a little. My next husband will be Rainbow, but no sporking. I hate it when people talk during movie. Me too. I can't freaking stand it. Rep to Scouts. Another thing hijacked. I'm absolutely agree. I was a Girl Scout maybe for one summer in the 4-H club. How was 4-H? Because we have them in my area, and I was thinking my daughter would love that. It seems pretty good. But yeah, cookies are killing it. I have 2 left feet. Yeah, I could dance. My theater's usually empty, so I talk with my friends almost all the time in the theater. Yeah, if it's just you guys, that's a different story. In a packed theater, show some restraint. That's what I gotta say. I got decent dance moves, I think. Totally. We could do like, now I've had the time of my life. And I'll be like, and you could do the, anywho, okay. So Rogan apologized. I don't know if I agree with it. There was another one with Spotify won't be silencing Rogan amid controversy, says the CEO. Let me share that because I just want to read what the CEO said. And then I'm going to show you what the CEO, God damn it. I hate when that happens. I don't know why that happens. Every time I go to share, it drops my camera out, but I don't get it. Okay. Let me see if I can find this. I can't believe I've talked for 5 minutes. That's like a record, man. Spotify will not be silencing. Okay. I think it's right here. So, shit. The executive, so the company's CEO says, there are no words I can say to adequately convey how deeply sorry I am for the way the Joe Rogan Experience controversy continues to impact each of us. Spotify Tech SA Chief Executive Daniel Ek said in a memo sent to employees on Sunday. I think it's important you're aware that we've had conversations with Joe and his team about some of the content in the show, including his history of using some racially insensitive language. Following these discussions and his own reflections, he's choose to remove a number of episodes from Spotify. Okay, so what about the ones that didn't have the N-word in it? That's the ones that are bothering me. He also issued his apology over the weekend. While I strongly condemn what Joe has said, and I agree with his decision to remove past episodes from our platform, I realize some will want more, and I want to make one point very clear. I do not believe that silencing Joe is the answer. I think that's awesome. At least they're saying that. You hope they're being honest, but we'll see. Another criticism that I continue to hear from many of you is that it's not just about the Joe Rogan Experience on Spotify. It comes down to our direct relationship with him. In last week's town hall, I outlined to you that we are not the publisher of Joe Rogan Experience, but perception due to our exclusive license implies otherwise. So I've been wrestling with how this perception squares with our values, says this freaking CEO. That sounds like we want to get rid of him talk. I'm not. Okay. I'm like so freaked out that I'm muted. I keep checking. And Rogan took the spot or, talked about what we just listened to. So, okay. At the moment, it sounds like they're supporting him. What do you guys think? I don't know if they are. Clothes off with Scott Solo. Yeah, I'm keeping my clothes on, bro. That'd be a scary sight. Rogan should go to Rumble. Aha! I got that too. So, Rogan going to Rumble. So, this was from the CEO of Rumble. It says, Dear Joe, we stand with you, your guests, and your legion of fans in desire for a real conversation. So we'd like to offer you 100 million reasons to make the world a better place. How about you bring all your shows to Rumble, both old and new, with no censorship for $100 million over 4 years. This is our chance to save the world. And yes, this is totally legit. Boom. If they offered me nothing but said I can come over there and they'll waive whatever fees they have, because I feel like Rumble you have to pay for extra shit. But if call me Chris Pavlovsky. I just lost that shit. But give me a buzz, dude. I would totally come over there exclusively. That's me. All right, let's see what you guys have to say. I think your kids would have a blast. Campfires, ghost stories, all kinds. Oh, yeah, I hope so. 4-H is cool. I dance like a non-thriller zombie. 2 cabins separate boys and girls. Oh, so 4-H is for both? I thought it was only girls. Rogan should start his own social media. A lot of people have said that. A lot of people said that our last president is starting his own social media, and maybe he'll go there. I don't know if you guys agree with that. I don't know. Yeah, dude, 113 episodes. I don't think he said the N-word in 113 episodes. I really don't. I don't know. Just one more thing for people to complain about. Yep. Awesome One says Spotify needs to remove every hip hop song with the N-word if they want to true equity. Yeah, dude, that's a valid point, man. Like anything that has it, anything, you know, and it's sick that these people use words. Oh God, what am I trying to say? It makes me upset that people, they go for emotion. So they know that something that is an emotional response is the N-word. So let's go after it. Let's destroy him using this, because we can't beat him straight out. You know, our news outlet versus him, because he is destroying everybody. And it's you got him, you got Crowder, you got Tim Pool. Those are some of the bigger guys. They get more views on one video than some of these networks get on their number one slot in a week. It's insane. You know why? Because we skip the middleman. We come directly to you. Someday I might be a big YouTuber. You never know. This might all look better behind me. Maybe I'll be more clean shaven. I'll be saying sponsored by. Oh, talk about sponsored by. I'm not sponsored by, but my buddy's wife makes soap. I don't know why I'm telling you guys this, but my brain jumps around. But it's called, what does she call the company again? Love Soap, I think. But it's really cool. You get like little words of encouragement, and this is like a rosemary soap. I wish we had smell vision. It smells awesome. It's like a flower comes in. She makes all these like little boxes. She also makes penis soap. Comes in all shades, but like she makes all these little boxes. It's really cool, man. And it tells you everything that's on the back. If anybody ever wants any of this, you just have to. Here. Can you see that? No, god dang it. So the Instagram is Love Soap Shop. Love Soap Shop on Instagram. Tell them Scott sent you. All right. It's pretty cool. So I appreciate people, and I'm not sponsored by them, YouTube. Shut the fuck up. I support people that try to create something on their own. So this woman, she makes all her own boxes, all her own different soaps. I've tried, dude. I've never felt cleaner from a soap before. Like you can't feel. I'm half Italian, so a little greasy. Nothing. It's like nothing. It doesn't dry you out either. It's awesome. So let me know if you guys want to know where to get that. Jennifer is talking to Rough Girl about groups, ass carrying the team. Something about small ass. If they breach his contract, he should sue. No, he'll just leave with the money. No, I didn't mute, dude. Are you kidding me? Oh, you son of a Andy McCallum. I'm jumping way ahead because I don't know. Smell it. Buy my merch. No, my merch. I'm putting my merch in the. Now you did it. I'm putting my tea, whatever it's called, Teespring, I think. There's always my shit's always on sale because no one buys it. There's my Teespring. No one ever buys it. I bought some. I got a Sporking. Look, tonight I'm wearing a what up? And you know that shirt's old. Look, it's all falling, coming apart and shit. That's a cool classic shirt right there. All right, next topic. Let's see what we got. Thank you to the 15 people listening tonight, because I don't know what I'm talking about. So let's talk about nostalgia baiting, because I am so sick of it. So there will be spoilers for the Book of Mandalorian, Book of Mandalorian Ahsoka Tano? No, I don't know. Something about Boba Fett was at the beginning of this. So it's like season 1 of the Book of Boba Fett and season 2.5 of the Mandalorian. So anyways, if you haven't seen the latest episode, the one that was on last week, Luke was back. Now, this is how they made Luke look, okay? I think at this point, Luke started having a beard, didn't he? Like, he's like a master. Why wouldn't he have a beard by now? It's kind of weird. But anyways, the best case against CGI Luke was made by George Lucas himself. Let me see if I can blow this up even more. Okay. So because the internet is basically the movie Groundhog Day, but in an entirely argument-based way, people on social media are once again passionately debating the Star Wars franchise's depiction of Luke Skywalker, specifically his appearance in the most recent episode of the Book of Boba Fett, in which a young Mark Hamill's face was deep-faked onto some other dude's body. This is from Cracked, and it's J.M. McNabb. And while Luke has previously popped by the season finale of The Mandalorian, here he got far more screen time and far more dialogue. While some fans clearly loved the trips down memory lane, I can't stand it, with a detour through the uncanny valley, others were put off by Luke's now sounds like a virtual assistant offering you Jedi tech support over the phone. He really did. I don't know if screw it. Let him. No one's sent super chats anyway, so let's just listen to it.
The Mandalorian is here.
As I told you, two share a strong bond. He brought him a gift.
Sometimes I wonder if his heart is in it.
So much like your father.
Will I see you again?
Perhaps. May the Force be with you.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, I get it. It wasn't too bad. But again, like, the whole episode was about Grogu and him. Nothing to do with Boba Fett at all. So, so the new Luke's 2.0 voice is entirely digital, the result of a sophisticated neural network that learned Hamill's voice from the old Star Wars dialogue and even vintage audiobook. Wow, that's pretty sick, actually. Which may have been fine for a quick cameo, but now that Luke is actually stepping into the spotlight, impacting the emotional through line of these new stories, it's more than a little weird that the performance feels about as soulless as tobacco lobbyist blow up doll. Wow, I like this dude. And why didn't they get another person? Like, why wouldn't you hire a young actor that can act? First, I know everybody said Sebastian Stan, but like, anybody who kind of looks like Hamill, doesn't have to. We can move on. We would have been fine with somebody who at least gave us the presence of a Mark Hamill after a Return of the Jedi. You know, I don't know. I kind of think I would have been okay seeing that. This deepfake shit kind of bothers me. Loving the panel. All of you have great voices. Yeah, man, because it's just me. You know that. No way to try to get in here, dick. But we do have the Boba Power Rangers. We do. You're absolutely right, Jennifer. You're absolutely right. Luke needs to ride like a bantha to be famous again. I think Sebastian Stan is going to get too expensive too fast if he isn't already. Yeah, and I think that's too. But so this is, and I agree with you, Andy. The voice threw me a bit. Oh, Andy, the voice threw me a bit too. The thing is this. the voice didn't sound too bad. It was the lip to voice motion. They tried really hard not to use consonants that are in the front of your mouth. They, will you come back? Something like that kind of sits in the middle to back of your mouth. But when there's the t or the k, back is kind of there. But like certain words, like certain, like S sounds and stuff like that, his back was turned to you. Do we want them to master this? Why do I have my headset? Do we want them to master this, people? Like, then there will be no new actors. They're just going to CGI everybody if it gets really, really good. I don't know how I feel about it. Why does a kangaroo need need approval? I'm thinking you meant. I don't know. See, thank you, Jennifer. You noticed that too. Like when his back was turned, it was harder sounding consonants and vowel. Like it was harder sounding. But when his face was facing you, it was softer words that he could say like back, like something that didn't need enough like lip movement. Marks 47 says the motion sync wasn't that bad to me, but flat is the descriptor I was looking for. Yeah, I get he's a Jedi now, like Jedi Master, and he's gonna be more calm, but he was like, it wasn't Luke. He was so tranquil, I don't know. I wish they just didn't do that. You got me. That was good. Did everybody get to see my new intro? Does anybody want to see my new countdown? I'm sorry. I got to do this again because Culture Casino worked really hard on this countdown. I'm sorry it's 30 seconds long, but I find it hilarious. So please take a look at the countdown, and I promise I'll unmute. Don't leave me. Freaking love that, man. Oh, Culture. He did so good. So welcome back. Talking Mark Hamill. Yeah, so let's take a look at this again. So what do you guys think? He says a lot of the fans have been clamoring for actor Sebastian Stan to take over the role. And apart from concerns that Luke might suddenly sport a giant talking prosthetic dong, that makes a lot of sense. He looks the part. He's already on a Disney payroll, and he's seemingly amenable to the idea. Is that how you say it? Amenable. But regardless of who takes on the part, the case for recasting an iconic Star Wars role rather than resorting to computer generated hijinks has already been made very well more than 20 years ago by the Star Wars franchise itself. So what is he talking about? Yeah, so inarguably one of the best parts of the sequel trilogy was Ewan McGregor's sequel. I think he means prequel. Ewan McGregor's take on Obi-Wan Kenobi, originally played by legendary actor Alec Guinness, despite the intimidating stature of his predecessor, McGregor was able to carve out his own, no less definitive interpretation of the character that has become so beloved. He too is getting a new streaming series. Oh, what do you guys think about that? Is the Obi-Wan Kenobi show going to be good? Let me know. And this wasn't always a given. In 1996, there was unsubstantiated rumors that George Lucas was going to digitally superimpose archive footage of a young Guinness onto a stand-in body. which sounds crazy and ultimately wasn't true, but that basically describes the rudimentary version of what they were now doing with Luke. Okay, can we get to when he says it? So Lucas himself has argued against the technology in the past. Dead movie stars, granted, yeah, especially dead movie stars. Yes, Hamill's not dead. But the trend of CGIing old actors' faces in new Star Wars products was kicked off by bringing back a dead actor when they replicated the late Peter Cushing's Grand Moff Tarkin in Rogue One. But Lucas' concerns made during the premiere of Attack of the Clones weren't ethical ones. They were purely artistic. He argued that you bring back Marilyn Monroe, what you would have is a caricature, because acting is a human endeavor. He also claimed that said performance would ultimately be the work of an animator, and surmised that people don't want to see an imitation of someone who was a strong presence in real life. That is huge. I really like that. That's true. He even said that it's something we are trying to stop happening. Wow. Okay, so he really was fighting it. He was really fighting it, and like they really wanted to be like, you sold this mofo. Who cares what you think? It's crazy. Oh God, I thought I was muted again there for a second. That scared the shit out of me. SpongeBob, where's the Krabby Patty, boys? I love that new one. Obi-Wan will be replaced by Grogu 5th episode. They probably knew each other. I mean, if Grogu was at the Academy, he would have known Anakin Skywalker. He would have known them all. I don't know. What do you guys think? Have you watched that show? Let me know in the Book of Boba Fett. Let me know who's watched it, because I've been wondering about that. I have watched it. I'm not gonna lie. I have not enjoyed it. Like it's like a train wreck I like to watch and talk about. I want to be able to go on shows and be able to talk about it if anybody ever invites me on. But it is like, I don't even know what to say. It's not my Star Wars. I got to give it to them that they're trying to get that old feel. But again, nostalgia baiting. Is it nostalgia baiting? Is it, hey, we gave you Luke Skywalker. Hey, remember how our, cruise speeders used to go? They still do, because we did it practical. Hey, remember this guy's emblem? It's over here somewhere. Like, I don't know. I think the nostalgia's gone too far. I asked, have you watched Book of Whatever Fett, Jennifer? I have been watching it on Fridays. So what do you guys think? It's become The Mandalorian, but the credits are still Boba Fett. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. A lot of member berries. You're absolutely right. I've watched it. I want to see more of this ring world that Mando was on. I'm sure those shots are more costly, though. Yeah. Like, can we get off Tatooine? Like, think about it. Kenobi's going to be Tatooine. What the frig? So everybody's wondering when Kenobi comes out, and they're like, oh, it leaked. It'll be out in May. Think about it. They will not, at the present time, Disney will not release a Lucas project at the same time as a Marvel project. Moon Knight is coming out after Boba Fett. They will not launch Obi-Wan until Moon Knight's done. So May does sound more practical. I'm hoping by May we get the new House of the Dragon. That was another story I wanted to talk about because I'm kind of confused why they did it. Where is it? Winterfell. Burn. Winterfell set from Game of Thrones set on fire. Yeah, this one kind of blew my mind why they did that. I can't wait. I don't know why I'm so excited to watch this show. I am praying it's going to be good. I don't know if it will be, though. All right, so Game of Thrones was one of the most elaborate produced shows in television history, meaning it had a lot of really big, really impressive sets. Winterfell, King's Landing, Marine, blah, 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 blah. It must be hard for some of those crew members to watch their work get torched. But according to Belfast Telegraph, that's what happened earlier this week. Per the Northern Ireland Fire and Rescue Services, it was a controlled burn, meaning this wasn't grease fire that got out of hand. Okay, so they meant to burn it, which I don't get. Why would you burn down Winterfell when Game of Thrones attraction and there's like a Northern Ireland like tour you can go on of these sets? Why the hell would you burn it down? That I don't understand. So this particular Winterfell was built in Moneyglass, Northern Ireland, for the later episodes of the show, particularly season 8 episode The Long Night, when it played host to a brutal battle between the living and the dead. Brutal. Come on. That was the dumbest battle. Oh my God. It's The Long Night. They didn't even make it all night. Like, I don't understand that. And every time you thought someone was going to die because they're smothered in the dead, the next scene you see them, they're fine. I swear, Jamie and what's her name? Brienne, I thought died like 4 times. God, that pisses me off. So I guess they have different ones and they just burned down one of them. I don't know. It's stupid. Stupid. Gets me angry. The Orville's coming up though. 3 days, right? I think it's 3 days from now. No, it's not. What am I talking about? It's going to be a little while, but it looks good. It definitely looks good. I am still on season 1. I got to find time to actually get more into it. So let's see what you guys are saying. What? There's a new Halo series? Is Bruce here? I didn't see Bruce sneak in. It is not the EU, Bruce. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Is there a new Halo series coming out? Let's check that out. Also, what do you guys think about the Canadian truckers? Let me know in the chat. All right, new Halo series trailer. All right, we're going to watch it. Let me get my headphones on. There we go. Is that too loud?
You. Humanity's best weapon. Master Chief, huh?
The Master Chief was enhanced and trained for one purpose.
Is Master Chief a white male? No. Come on. I wonder.
To win this war, he and the other Spartans are our only effective weapons against the Covenant. He is lethal, upgradable, and most importantly, controllable.
Covenant forces appear to be excavating some kind of object. When I touched the object, I felt something.
What do you guys think so far? What do you think how it looks? I don't know. Is he supposed to be oh God. Why am I blanking on that Stallone Judge Dredd in a way? Like I feel like he has that vibe. The Judge Dredd vibe. But I don't know. All right. Let's watch the rest of it.
I felt different. What they did to us makes you numb.
And you just decided to help me. Why would a Spartan do that?
What does one do with a superhuman you're not sure you can trust?
Hello, Master Chief. I'm Cortana.
Master Chief recovered something.
Sacred ring.
Man, I don't know how this is gonna be. I like Paramount Plus. I got it. I guess I can watch it, but I don't know.
Hello.
Humans, surrender to the Covenant.
Cortana, I'm gonna need you now. Find the Halo. Win the war.
Doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad. What do you guys think? Let's see what you guys are saying. Can we pre-order Orville DVDs? I hope so. Let's see. Honk. Nice. Nice. Let's get some honks. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Exactly. Go fraud me is true. You know, you got to stand with them. I personally think so. It takes balls to do what they're doing. And people are getting arrested for bringing their people like truckers gas. Like, how messed up is that? These people, you know, and they're trying to say they're every ism and everything, but yet you see recordings and videos of them in the streets, and it's peaceful, it's uplifting. People are being friendly to everybody. It makes me sick that they're trying to make them out to be a terrorist group. I paired the name to my opinion of the group. Let's see. Foo-foo. Poo-poo. Yeah, don't worry. They race swapped characters. Of course they did. They always do now. That's just something you have to get used to. It's never going to change. It will never change. We're past that. There was like a breaking point. We're way past that. They're never going to stop doing that. I just hope they stop changing important characters. Like, again, I'll go back to every time I do the House of the Dragon changing a Valerian, which is supposed to be like an elf-like platinum hair, purple-eyed, white race to be a black dude with platinum dreadlocks. And it could work if his grandchild wasn't like a paternity issue for the crown. Like, it could have worked. Just not with him. I don't know. I need to jump ahead a little bit here, huh? Master Chief does look good. Another desert planet with explosions. Yeah, dude, why does it always have to be like a dead planet? You're so right, man. I watched so much Red versus Blue, and I liked it so much. I don't think I can take this seriously without waiting for RVB reference the whole way through. All right. Get out the freaking desert. Yeah, she's not blue, is she? Okay. Oh no, you're definitely not Cortana. Yeah. I've only played a little bit of Halo, so I don't know a lot about it. So I am definitely a normie when it comes to Halo. So I would need more information on that, but it looks good to me, but I am so sick of desert planets. Tech wise, it looks good. Acting seems very dry. Yes. Visuals are great. Give me a few months. I'll get the basic fit back. Tired of these threat to humanities with all this healthcare overreach. Yeah. I'm so sick of it too, man. I am so sick of it. How deep? Spork deep. Thank you, Latino Slant. I love you, Paulie. Good to see you, buddy. Haven't talked to you in a while. Hope everything's good with you and your fam. Yeah, they have to hold the line. I'm with you. I am with you. Oh, Victor, what's going on? The Cortina looks like a soccer mom, not the Cortana I remember. Yeah. Yeah, let's look up Cortana from the game. Okay. Let's see. Game. Okay, you guys are going to have to tell me if who's what, because they have so many different ones. Like, is that her? Is that the game? Or 5 greatest moments? Yeah, it looks like that's her. But I don't know. I haven't played in a very long time. Microsoft has gone full. How dare you for being attracted to beautiful women mindset. That's the game right there. Yeah. Like smoking. Why is she not a hologram in the show? Very strange. Right. Because the show one, she looked more like, okay, let's get to the show one. So this is this is like the computerized one. What's this one? Yeah. All right. Let's get to the show one. Yeah, dude, what? Completely looks different. What is that all about? Why? I'm so confused. Like, that? Or like the soccer mom? That? Attractive, almost looks like the girl from Smallville when they first started. Or soccer mom. I don't get that. That's weird. That makes no sense to me. I don't know. If she's in the show and she's not a hologram, you can chalk it up to Secret Hideout and Robert Kurtzman's crapping it up again. Kurtzman. You never know, man. This is not a Kurtzman thing, is it? Is Halo Kurtzman? Yeah, Secret Hideout. Oh, crap. Steven Spielberg's involved. Lately, that doesn't mean shit to me anymore. Executive producers, Spielberg, Daryl Frank, Karen Richards. I don't know. Don't know, people. Don't know how I feel about that one. I'm a little upset now. Yeah, it's Alex Kerr. I knew who you meant. Robert's the guy I was thinking of. Yeah, Kirkman. That's who I thought you meant at first. And I was like, if he was involved, that would be dope. Because I'm sorry, The Boys, awesome. Walking Dead's very good. But yeah, Alex Kurtzman. Yeah, no, thank you. I'm good with that. Anything else I wanted to go over? I think I'm going to be on yelling at parked cars tonight. with the boys. I don't have to work tomorrow because they shut down the baby section of the daycare because someone was positive. I think one of the women that works there. So I have to take a couple days off because my wife has a new job. She's starting on Wednesday. So it's her last day tomorrow at her old job. So good for her. I'm proud of her. She's an awesome woman. I'm a lucky man. Mrs. Spork is the one. Yeah, this was a short one. Guys, next week I will be talking with, we're going to have Abu Nassan. So I hope you guys can make it. It's going to be interview, also talking about stuff. I'd like to get his views on House of the Dragon and things like that because he's definitely a hardcore Game of Thrones fan. But I love you guys. Yes, thank you, Jennifer. Hail, Mrs. Spork. You are absolutely right. It's just not, like Miss Nerdrotic. She's amazing. Love her. But Mrs. Spork rocks too. There's enough love out there. But thank you guys. You guys, Jennifer, Macklyn Made It. Awesome one. Toxic Man Flu just got here. Darius, thank you guys. You guys rock. But the president will be here next week. Abu Nas. Please check out that show. I'm going to end this, though, again with my intro because I really think I want to say, let's see how the Abu Nas one looks. We'll end with the Abu Nas one, but I really believe that our boy Culture Casino did a great job. So everybody have a great night. I know it was a short hour and 15 minutes, but I'll see you on Park Cars tonight, yelling at Park Cars on Comics Division's channel. Talk to you guys soon. Have a great day.